Hey guys, thank you for joining us for today's webinar. My name is Jonah from FitMedia and I'm joined by Ryan from MyPT Hub, and we're going to be going through the whole of the MyPT Hub software and everything it can offer for your business.
Yeah, so my name's Ryan Hallett. I'm the head of support here at MyPT Hub, and I'm joined today by Jonah. They kindly asked me to come along and help you guys with the software. Just to kind of give you a little bit of a rundown of MyPT Hub and myself. So MyPT Hub has been going for around 4 to 5 years now. It was all started by our founder and CEO, Phil Carr. It was a platform that we created because I think Phil saw the problems that personal trainers had within the gym, walking around with all the documents and pieces of paper that they had, and kind of going from there, this is why we then created a piece of software, or software was created to kind of help personal trainers out. So myself, I'm the head of support here at MyPT Hub, as I said. So on a day-to-day basis, I'll help trainers with their business. I'll show them how they can best use the software, not just for face-to-face, but also online training, and something that we call hybrid as well, which is a mix between both face-to-face and online. Because with this software, you can simply do it all.
Very cool. So thank you for the intro.
You're more than welcome.
So I think in terms of a structure for this webinar, I think it would be good just to run from the top, treating me as a brand new user to the platform.
Cool.
Because I'm sure there's going to be people watching that perhaps haven't heard of MyPT Hub before, and even people watching that perhaps have used MyPT Hub a while ago and aren't up to date with all the new features and the new versions of the software. So I think if we just treat me as a brand new user,
sure.
I've never heard of it before.
Cool.
So if we go from the top in terms of the key features, dive into them each a little bit, and tie them all together in a way that people can go away from this and implement in their own business.
No problem at all. So I'll kind of like run through this as if, as I said, you've never seen this before.
Yeah.
But as I said, what I said to you earlier is that this can be used for both face-to-face and online training, and there's no particular way on how you can use this software or what features you use. It's entirely up to you. It's just however it's going to work best for you.
Great.
So from what we can see here is this is something we call the hub. And what the hub is, this is just a quick general overview of some key features that we have. So at the top here you can see transactions, sessions purchased, paid subscribers. This is a snapshot over the last 7 days of any packages that you've sold or any free subscribers that have got your package that you've set as free. On the left hand side we have the quick action icons, which is create workout, add content, add contact, upload file. So we've got all of those different action icons there. There's just quick and easy access. As we said, we want to try and make this as easy as possible for the trainers to use. On the left hand side, today's schedule. So this will be anything from within the trainer's calendar. So you can see here I've got a phone call between 8 and 9, and then in the evening I've got a bootcamp class from 7 till 7:30. Straight down the middle we have an activity feed. So anytime any one of your clients logs something, that might be their measurements, it might be nutrition, it might be their workout that they logged, or if a program started. So anything that you can do there will simply come up on this activity feed. So
amazing.
The more clients you get, the more it's going to populate through. Exactly that.
Yeah.
Just a slight bit of interaction that you can have with your clients is you have this like icon on the right hand side. So if I tick on that or click that, it's just going to show them that I've liked what they've done.
Yeah.
It's just to show that I'm interested and keep them engaged.
I suppose that would be great if I know a lot of online coaches will do like a weekly check-in with their clients.
Exactly.
I assume you'll be able to see all their activity. You can see that so-and-so has updated their measurements. They have
Exactly that. So you see here at the top here, we can see measurements have been updated. You can click on that and say check them out, and then you can see exactly what they've inputted.
Amazing.
From anyone that was using, so MyPT Hub has had a slight change. If you're going from one version to another, this box here will just help you and your clients download the latest version of MyPT Hub, so it's all automated.
Yeah.
We then have a client compliance and programs ending, and this is something that's really new that we've added. I think that adds a big or changing concept of what it is that we kind of want to offer, because a program is where you assign workouts, nutrition plans, progress photos and all that kind of stuff to specific days. So for instance, if you created like an 8-week plan for me and I was following this plan, it now, as a trainer and as a client, you can see the compliance of that. So if I missed 50% of my workouts and I logged 50% of my workouts, it's then going to show that I'm on a 50%, which is probably going to sit in the medium category here.
Yeah, okay.
But if you've got loads of people on a program, you'll be able to see now and keep the client accountable for what it is that they're doing.
And you've got a much better insight as to who is bang on track and which of your clients are doing really, really well. And then I suppose also the clients that are falling behind maybe need a bit more of your attention.
Well, yeah, exactly that. And like the problems that trainers face these days is that, for instance, if you came to me for a one-to-one session once a week and you come up to me and say, I'm not really seeing any progress, and I'd be like, okay, well, that's fine. What are you doing outside of those one-to-one sessions that we're having? So from an online side of things, you could sell these plans, but from a face-to-face type of thing, you can be like, right, this is your homework as such. Yeah. I'm going to assign this to you, and now this is the reason why you might not be getting the results you want, because you're not completing everything that I've assigned to you. So you definitely have that sort of aspect of it.
Yeah.
You then have underneath programs ending, so this goes into the same category. So you can see anyone that's programs ending within 7 days or 14 days. It's just a simple toggle, and by clicking the 3 dots next to it, you can message the client, you can pause the program, they might be ill or whatever that might be, and also you can end the program as well. And also these arrow icons will just take you through to a bigger page, but we can go through that in probably a little bit more detail later on.
Incredible. That's really, really cool. So I assume with messaging them, that's where you can message them and get them signed up to, say, the next thing, if it's like a free trial.
Exactly that. And so because you can see obviously the program's ending in 7 days, if you've got something else that you want to sell them, so more of like an upsell, it'd be a great way to put this into a message to them.
Direct as well.
Exactly that.
In the app.
Exactly that.
And with the client compliance as well, I know we'll go through in a bit more depth, but you can toggle the percentages of
compliance. Yeah, exactly that. I can show you now actually. Okay. So if we go into the settings of the account, this is where you can do all that sort of the customization. So you've got the details, company details, you can manage your subscription, you can change the unit of measurements as well. The customization side of things, I know a lot of people ask about this as well, but you can have your own custom app. Which means that the app icon on yours and your client's devices will be your logo rather than the My PT Hub one. So it's a little bit more personal. It's a pretty cool feature. It's just a one-off payment. A lot more professional. I think as a business, you want to make it as like your niche of your business needs to be you.
It's your brand.
It's your brand, and you want it to be as branded to you as much as you possibly can. That could be your USP, for instance. So if you just go into features, you can then see at the bottom here that you have the compliance area. So you can now be in charge of what you deem to be red, amber and green.
Great. Amazing. So you could have anything below 50% compliance is in the red.
Yeah.
And then those people in that zone will require your immediate attention.
Yeah, exactly that.
And you can step in and see how you can help them get back on track.
Exactly that.
That's great.
So the difference is obviously between what we've tried to do is we've tried to break it down, so you can now see that the app we have an app, but we have apps within an app.
Great. Okay.
So I'll explain this. So you can see here that from in the navigation icon in the top right hand corner, you can see that you have a workouts area, a nutrition area, programs area. So we've broken it all down into categories to make it as simple as we possibly can.
Perfect.
So to kind of show you like the layout of how we've done things, because every plan or every area will have the same sort of layout, just to make it as simple and easy to use. So at the top of each area for all workouts, nutrition and the programs area is you have all of these at the top, which is the find plan. So we've actually already created a load of workouts, a load of nutrition plans and a load of programs that you can already use. So to get started wise, it's amazing, but I mean, even going on from getting started, there's still very good plans that you can use and you can assign to clients.
So even as like a brand new coach, brand new PT, you could come on here and benefit from all the programs and workouts and everything that's made.
Like you could get someone on, let's say you're one of my clients, so I could just add you to the software, download a load of plans onto mine for nothing, and then just be like, right, I've assigned you a load of workouts now. Crack on. So you're giving something more than just a PT session. I'm giving you something to do outside of that.
And that could even be whilst you as a coach are creating bespoke programs for them. Even if they only use these in the first week or so, you can use that time to create more bespoke programs. You can assess their performance on these ready-made workouts, for example. I assume that would be a great.
It really is. So yeah, like you've got. I'll show you. I think this probably leads in quite nicely now to the marketplace.
Yeah.
So the marketplace area is somewhere that we have where you can just, as a trainer, you can just buy more, you can get more, buy more, get more, whatever it is that you wanted to do. So we've got a masterclass course in online training, which is done by Jamie Alderton. This is where you can purchase the custom app. You can add additional trainers onto your account, and obviously this right here is where you have the featured workouts, nutrition plans and programs. So there's much more than here. Oh yeah, there's loads you could go through. And then at the very bottom there's other things that you can add to your account. So Archon Combine, for instance, there's loads of different stuff that you could do.
Various partnerships and stuff with.
And this is only going to expand. There's only going to be more things on here that you can do.
That's incredible.
Yeah, so we'll go back to the workouts area, and I just want to show you kind of the layout and how you can do certain things, because as I said, the same concepts throughout. So I think once you've kind of got...
Once you've grasped this bit.
Yeah, once you've grasped how to create a workout and all that kind of stuff, then fantastic. So you can see here, these are a bunch of workouts we've created. By hitting the 3 dots next to it, you can edit, rename, duplicate, assign to clients, add, remove to group. So that's just your action icon. You've got the bin icon, the filter icon. So this is all just to make it a lot easier for you to navigate around. To create a workout, you have this action icon at the bottom. So this will be the same on every page, but it's not going to say create workout on every page, it will say create nutrition.
Yeah, of course. Okay, that makes sense.
So to edit it, I can simply click on it and it will allow me to edit. So the reason I don't want to show you how to do it here is because we've created something even easier to create your workout.
Right.
So if I take you over to the exercise tab, which is next, we understand that creating a workout is probably sometimes creating programs for clients is probably the longest part of it. And we wanted to make something that's nice and easy to use for the client, for the trainers, create workouts very quickly. You can view the exercises beforehand. So we actually have 7,500 exercises in here with videos.
I'm not sure I knew there were that many exercises.
Well, you didn't know about the software till about 5 minutes ago.
Absolutely.
But you can always create your own custom exercises. You can add your own video. This can be a YouTube link, it can be a Vimeo link, or you can just upload it straight from your computer or device, wherever you might be. But from the exercises, it's just a case, you can filter them by body part, you can change the source from system or custom just by hitting this filter icon. But just to kind of show you the demonstration of how you can use it, it's just a drag and drop into this stack, is what we call it. So I can go and put all of my workouts in here, I can move them about, and then I can just go create workout.
Wow.
And I can create my workout from here. So if I just went, I know this is going to be very basic, but if we call it a test workout, just so we know which one we're referring to, go create. It will then take you straight through to the workout you're creating, and this is where you can start putting all the metrics.
I see. Okay, amazing. So on the previous page, you can literally filter to say all, arm exercises, bicep exercises, and then from there, click and drag each of the
exactly that
exercises you actually want to be part of this workout. And then in here, it looks like you just set all the reps, the tempo, rest period. Yeah,
so you literally just go through, you can set all the metrics. So if I wanted to put not applicable on some of them and I put a rest period, I'll change that. So quick tip, quite a lot of people put the weight as 0 because they allow clients to go through and put their own weight in as they log it on their phone. Whatever you do on the first row, if you add set, it will then just drop down and it will go on to the next one.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's just to go through case of creating your workout by hitting the 3 dots next to it. You can group the sets. So if you're doing like a superset, you can then join them together and it'll allow you to save, and it will literally just pull those two together.
Yeah.
You can add notes. You can view the exercise by these icons. So it's just a case of going through, and as I said, the first bit is the easy bit, and I think going through and then setting all the metrics up is always going to be the longest part of creating any workout.
Yeah. So. But even if this is the longest, most tedious part, comparing that to working from a pen and paper or a spreadsheet, this is a hell of a lot easier and faster.
I mean, like working from a spreadsheet is, and like pen and paper, we can people love their habits and like completely understand how it works. But I mean, if you've got a workout that you like and you want it to be slightly different for someone else, like you're gonna have to go through and you're gonna have to write that whole workout again.
Yeah.
But on here, what you can do is you can just simply hit the 3 dots and you can just do duplicate. That will create an exact copy of the workout, and then you can just edit and rename the other one. So once the bulk of it's on here, you've got your work set for you.
And at scale as well, even that saving the amount of time that it does at scale will equate to such a large amount of time you're saving, along with time saved using the software in other ways as well, will mean you can spend more time with clients, more time with more clients, improving the quality of the service.
We say if My PT Hub doesn't, the cost of My PT Hub, if it doesn't save you the amount of time that you're spending on it for a month, then it's something wrong. So that's kind of the basic. No, exactly that. So I mean, like, the whole basis is the same. So I mean, if we go straight onto the nutrition section, the concept's the same. You've got all the finder plans, you've got all your nutrition plans there. The nutrition's done on a day-by-day basis, so you can assign more than one plan to a client. We've got the world's largest verified nutrition database as well, so unlike some others that are out there that anyone can we go for big but unlike others out there, like, anyone in the world can add their own food items. The macros might not be correct on some of them. I know a lot of the time they probably are, but these come from all directly from the manufacturer. But what you can see here is you can add your own custom food items and meals if for whatever reason you can't find it. And from the client side, they can scan the barcode, they can type in, they can search.
I suppose that would be good if they're going out to eat at restaurants and they're sort of just eyeballing it and there isn't like an exact thing like in a database somewhere, or even like a home cooked meal.
I think that's always been the trouble for everyone, like going out for food and recording that. So hopefully with these meals, once you've saved it and you like that meal, you're then going to go back.
You can add your regular Subway.
I hope not. Cool. So the only other little bit I want to show you, I won't go into too much detail, but we can generate a client's macros as well. So if you don't know, or you're not qualified, or you haven't quite got the expertise or knowledge in that, then don't worry, we can assign them a macro. So because clients can still log their nutrition, but they might just have nothing to log against, so they're logging it for the sake of nothing, I suppose. But I mean, if you assign them their macros, then they can kind of see or get a gauge of where they should be at. So that's kind of the workouts and nutrition section. I would always recommend just kind of having a play around with creating your workouts, creating nutrition. But the bit, and what I think is probably the best feature, is probably the program area.
Okay, cool.
So this is what we're covering with the compliance bit at the beginning, where it's a percentage. You can see how they're getting on. And the reason I think this is the best is that, once again, you've got all these ones that we've created up here. But if I just click on one that I've already created, so you can see here, it's where you assign workouts, nutrition plans, etc. to specific days. So that, for instance, if I assign this to you, Jonah, you would follow this plan, but you would receive a push notification to your phone every day of what it is that you need to do. If we're looking from like an online side of things, you could create these plans and sell them. So you put them in a package, which I can show you a little bit later on how we do those. But from a face-to-face point of view, this is still a fantastic feature, because, as I said to you earlier, if I wanted you to do something in your own time, this is how I could probably be like, right, well, you can go away. So when you come into the next PT session, you can see on day 13 it's an arm workout, and we have a session, we'll do that arm workout together.
Okay, wow. So it really sets up a structure for me to follow as a client in between the sessions with the personal trainer, or even if I was receiving online coaching and I never see my coach, it sets out the structure for obviously each of my workouts, meals, but also say check-in days, I assume as well, you can add on here. So you can update photos, update measurements. You can attach files to specific days, and it's just a case of going through. At the bottom, it's going to allow you to add a week. Next to each icon, you can duplicate it, you can delete it, and so it's just a case of going through, making sure it's right for you. Like, you can do generic plans, so that you can be like, right, all of this, anyone can buy this plan from me. Or if you've been a little bit more personal, the client can buy it from you from a package wise. The package is completely empty, but then you can be like, right, well, I'll create you a plan. So within the next couple of days, I can then create this from scratch for them and then assign it to them. So for that next 8 weeks, and apart from direct contact that they might want to message you through the messages area, it's pretty automated. So if you, so there's two things there. So if you're an online coach, or you see a lot of people in like influence and people selling like an 8-week program, it looks as though you could set up that 8-week program in here, so it's all laid out for someone and sell that at scale.
Yeah, exactly that. Like, well, I know various trainers that sell hundreds, thousands of these, but it's not always about the large numbers either. We have other trainers that have a smaller amount of numbers, but they still do just as well because you're charging a higher premium, and that's where you probably want to make.
Absolutely. Yeah, and at the same time, so if you were selling an 8-week program, you could set out each of the 8 weeks in here for someone to follow. But at the same time, as you mentioned, you could have someone sign up to the software, create themselves as a client on the software, and then have a program with nothing in it for you to then obviously get hands-on and create things from scratch. So it's really suitable for whatever the service,
everyone,
whatever the service is that you're offering, whether it is fully bespoke or if it is selling at scale to people.
Exactly that.
Cool.
Under each plan you create, you'll see a detail section, and most of them just have a photo or a description or whatever that might be, but on this one you have more suggested morning and workout time. So when you add an AM or a PM workout, this is purely for push notification purposes. So like at 7 in the morning, it's going to send them a push notification that they're going to have to log a workout. But then another really cool feature is you can have a program to follow this one. So as soon as this program finishes, you could link it so another one starts straight away.
Cool.
So that's really good if you've got if you only wanted them to see 1 week at a time, you could just link all the different weeks. There's loads of different things you could do with it, but it's very handy.
Very cool. And even if they're going through different training cycles, so they go through if they're sort of strength training, for example, they might go through a series of workouts of 4 weeks. Then come the end of that, their training adapts slightly. It sort of continues to a certain progression, making adaptations to their training.
Exactly.
And from a coach's point of view, I suppose that would then save time because you can potentially do that work ahead of time before they get to it.
100%.
It's ready to go.
100%. So I think going through and creating a program, that's the we've made it easy to do, hopefully. Once you've got all the content there, content there, you can just kind of upload it all. And just going into the compliance, I know we covered it briefly at the beginning, and this is just a larger snapshot than what you see from the hub. So all of your clients you'll see here that are on a program. By hitting the filter icon, you can pick which program it is you want to view. You can see days remaining. So if I typed in people that have only got 7 days remaining, it's going to populate here. And also I can choose the compliance rate. So if I only wanted to see people in the red category, because that's the people I want to focus on, I can see them all here. I can go through, I can message them if I wanted to. So this area I think is probably one of the most, for me personally, I think as far as management and upselling goes, you don't really get too much better than this particular feature from my perspective anyway, just from speaking to various trainers every day, which I do, and for both, as you say, for both online and face to face, you can really see how this can benefit.
Absolutely. Very cool. And so you mentioned from here, say you filter to the red, it shows all your clients that are potentially, all your clients that are in the red, and you can message them directly to just check in with them and offer that extra level of so
that's the thing that we've gone for here. And I think it's definitely worth having to play around with this feature, because I think it depends, as I said, if you're going for more the route you just want to bulk sell and sell these plans, you can see probably why people aren't getting the results that they want to get from your plans.
And I think once you, as a brand new coach, perhaps with not too many clients, is one of those things that potentially at that scale you would have a grasp on just being able to do that yourself. Like if someone messages you and you can just tell they're sort of falling behind. But I think this will become more and more valuable as you get more and more clients on that. Because it will just give you that snapshot. So you can see of your 100 clients that you have, you can see that 17 of them are in the red, and you can spend an extra bit of time with those people specifically. What
we say is that the majority of personal trainers that stay with My PT Hub will double their business and double their clientele within the first 12 months.
Wow.
So it's with features like this that
actually make
trainers,
that sort of thing possible.
Exactly that. We don't. This is why with our subscriptions here, we don't charge for having more clients. I think no one should be penalised for adding more and more clients. Imagine that awkward conversation in the gym, I can add you on, but hold on, I just need to upgrade my subscription. So we kind of trying to avoid all that awkward kind of stuff there. But yeah, that's kind of the programs area. And I think maybe packages, financials and marketplace, I know we dove into that already, but I'll just go through a quick overview of these categories here. I won't go into too much detail because I kind of let them play around themselves. But so contacts, this is where you can add your additional trainers if you had any, and also where you can add your clients. It's all stored in the same place. By hitting the filter icon, you can distinguish what you want to look for. Do you want to look for your clients or do you want to look for your trainers? You've got a client pool. So if I, for instance, I wanted to add you to my software, but I didn't want you to receive the activation email yet, I can pick the client. I can assign you to the client pool, so you don't get any email, nothing like that.
Oh, cool.
You'll then receive an email at a later date, and it's kind of that.
So, for example, if I was running an 8-week program, that would be, because we have clients that, for example, will run an 8-week program or a 12-week program, but it's almost like an online group coaching type setup. Where it will start for everyone on the same date.
Well,
sort of
you could do it this way, but also you've got another way that you could do that, which I think will probably be more streamlined.
Okay, well.
But you definitely have that option. You can all invite them at the same time. Just going into the client's profile, just by clicking on their image. This is just all their assignments. They'll have all their own activity feeds. There's a results tracker, which is fantastic. So you can pick a date range, you can say body weight, and it will give you graphs of how they're getting on. So both you and the client can see this, so it's really clear image. You've got financials, so you can see any packages, you can give them any sessions, any credits, which we can go through in a little bit more detail in a minute. And then here you got all the assignments, so any programs or workouts or anything they have particularly to do with them, it's all in there.
It's specific to that one client. Wow, so it's a full overview of everything to do with that particular.
Exactly that. So the next part I just kind of wanted to cover is both the calendar and events. They're kind of merged together. So you can see here, this is my calendar. You have the option to create classes, so more than one person, but then you also have the option to book in a one-to-one session or whatever it might be. So you can see here that I've got a chat lined up. I've also got a PT session. But then if I go down, you'll probably see, so you can see today that I've got a phone call as well.
Phone call, spin class.
So when you go to book activity, you have the option of booking name, who's the session for, the date and location, what time, do you want it to be recurring, so I can set it up weekly or Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, whatever it might be.
That saves a bunch of time on its own, just if you've got like a regular Monday client, Monday morning.
I have to book them in every day, a nightmare. But I think that's kind of, so this is like purely on one-to-one. You can sell these through sessions. So we have both a session counter and also a credit counter. So these are used for sessions, but also you have an event. So I could use an event template. So I can pick an event. So I've got boot camp. These are all ones I've created. I'll show you how we can create them. So I've got a spin class. I'm the attending trainer going to this particular spin class. If we go down, I can pick the date, so we can have it for today, we could do it for tomorrow, we could do it for 6 a.m, and we can book it in weekly. Getting up early.
6 a.m. spin class sounds horrendous.
Sounds like something I will not be going to. So we go weekly, book activity, that's just going to go in the calendar. Clients will now be able to see this from their side, they can book in. They'll only be able to book in if they have credits. And the way that they get credits is you can either gift them in their profile, like I showed you earlier under the financials tab, or they can buy these in a package from you. So credits acts as like an online currency.
So you can have like a package of like, say, 10 credits, for example, and you can just sell that alone, then they can use those.
And you can set what these credits are worth, like these events are worth. So for instance, I've set these as 10 credits. So for instance, I could sell 100 credits in a package and it'd be like a 10 class pass. So then, but you can set that up how you want. It's personal preference. And the way that you set up these events is just in the events tab, and then you can go create event. And I'll just show you this bootcamp one I've done. See, it's 30 minutes, 20 spaces available. This is the colour I want it to be. You have the option of a waiting list. So if you didn't manage to get into my spin class at 6 in the morning, you can then go into my waiting list.
That was definitely the reason I wasn't there.
So you can then go into my waiting list, and if anyone cancels, anyone on the waiting list will be sent an email, and they can then book in. You can have it as free as well, and also this is how many credits is required. As simple as that. You can add a photo description. And then by creating that, you can add it in.
So that'd be ideal for events that happen on a recurring basis.
Like this is what I mean. It's not like restricted, but like if you're going for face-to-face stuff, fantastic. You could also do like consultations. You can do physiotherapy, you can do massages, like you can create these events whatever you want them to be, and you can put the credit value of what it's worth. But then from like an online side of things, people might have a phone call with their trainer, and I know that's very, very common, especially if it's very like personal and like you want to gauge as much information as you can. So you might just want to put a load of phone calls in your calendar. When you sell a package, have 1 credit in it, have a phone call that's 1 credit, so that from my side, if you bought this package from me, you can then go onto the calendar and be like, right, actually I want to schedule a phone call. So you can see all the phone calls that I've booked in at the times we know is going to be good.
Okay.
So there's loads of different ways you can do it. It's just personal preference.
And as a PT as well, I think a common problem is that the schedule is always changing. And there's always, you're working on sociable hours, and you might know that you have like a window of time that you can take phone calls. Perhaps it is a similar time each day or week. But having that time available for people, if someone does want to book a call, it doesn't come through when you're halfway through a session with a different client. They're just trying to bring you out of the blue. It gives I suppose you as a coach a bit of structure as to when you're available to take calls and when you're not as well.
100%. And I think going on to the next feature that we have, which is the messages, this makes everything just as simple. I'm not going to go into too much detail on this one. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. As long as you've got internet, I've got internet, you're going to receive a push notification when I send you a message. And it's just to escape using different apps for your business. Like you've got WhatsApp, you've got messages, and you've got all that kind of stuff, but you can just keep it all in one platform. And the complications that people use when it comes to WhatsApp, and I've heard some stories. So providing if you know it's all in one app, it's going to reduce a lot of problems. It's going to make everything a lot easier. You know where everything is. Yeah.
So it's essentially, so far, if we were to cross things off a list, we've got rid of spreadsheets, we've got rid of pen and paper, we've got rid of WhatsApp, probably email as well.
Yeah, just get rid of your phone, I think. Just get rid of your phone. Actually, you need it for this.
You need your phone.
Just one app. Just one app.
Delete all your other apps.
Going on to just a couple more different features, and I won't go into too much. We have groups.
Yeah, okay.
You can create a group of workouts, so you can see I've got all workouts, beginners workouts. It's just to make your life a lot easier. So I can put everything in one group. So you can see I've got beginners workouts. I add you onto the software. I'll be like, right, all these workouts are already here. I'll assign to you, Jonah.
No, okay.
You're now going to get all these workouts instantly. So I don't even have to do anything. I've already put my workouts into one category. I don't have to go through and do each individual workout. And it's the same with nutrition. You can make a nutrition group. You can...
So you can set up, say,
carb cycling, Monday to Friday.
Yeah.
Depending on the training.
And it's just literally 2 clicks of your mouse. And
yes. Yeah. Okay. So as I say with anything, the whole beginning bit and getting the stuff set up is probably the longest bit, and I think that's probably always going to be the longest bit. I think you're going to struggle to find that, or not being able to do that, and it's all automated for you. But I think with the finder plans and stuff that we have, we've done our very best to try and make it as easy as we possibly can. Just another group. I think this is I can't stress enough how much this will save people's lives. Client groups. Cool. So you can put clients into a group. We might be in the same category, so we might be going for muscle gain, which we obviously both don't need, but we
absolutely.
So let's say we go for fat loss. That's probably more realistic. So I could create a client group called Fat Loss, and I could put all my clients into this one group that are in the same category. So if I then go into this let's just go into all clients. So I can message all these clients in one go. I can assign things to them. So I can go in here and I could assign them a workout group. So now you're moving another step. So rather than assigning a workout group to a client, you're assigning a workout group to a bunch of clients, or you're assigning a program to a bunch of clients. So, but then it's really good, because if we were in the same category, which we are, I could then be like, right, when I go to my messages, I can click a client group. They won't know that they're in their client group. So you can message them, it'll ping to them all individually, but you're saving yourself a lot of time, because you'll be like, right, this is...
So it's purely like a time-saving thing from the coach's end.
100%.
Great.
So I can show you when we go to the packages area, there's another real cool thing we can do with the client groups. But just the last 2 sections really, files, this could be anything you want to upload. This can be a PDF document, video. Clients can do the same. So if you're one of my clients, I could be like, right, Jonah, send me how you're doing your bench press. And probably it's going to be like all over
So that'd be
the
a video that I can film just on my phone and I can upload it to you.
Yeah, you could upload it, and then I could be able to view it from a trainer side. But also, if I wanted to give anything to my client, I can assign them files as well. So you've also got that aspect of it.
That would be a video from you on how to do bench press properly.
Yes, that's exactly
perfect immaculate form.
Exactly that. And then you've got what I'll say about this one firstly is you can upload PDF documents. So if you've got any waivers, terms and conditions, put them here. And the reason I say this is that the last section I just want to cover is the forms.
Yeah.
And you can create these forms and they can be editable, they can be non-editable, so once you've completed them, whatever that might be, but you have the option of putting an e-signature in so that clients will then have to sign this as they go through. And you can put this in the sign-up process so that anyone that comes through for the first time, they're going to have to sign this. And this is where under the details section, you can upload your file. So you could upload a file, which is all of your information there, anything you need, they sign it.
And that can be taken from a Word document that
anything
you've got, export as PDF, upload to here.
Yeah, you can even upload the Word document if you want to. It's just a viewable file. They won't be able to edit it, they won't be able to do anything, it's just a file.
And then you make that as a mandatory part of the sign-up process.
Yeah, so you can be showing sign-up, and can this form be edited? No,
okay.
So
and that means they can't edit it.
And you can't edit it, so neither can edit it from either party, just to avoid any form of confusion.
Okay, great. So it can't be tampered with.
Can't be said. Yeah, you're right. Whatever you said.
Yeah. Can't be tampered with.
So I think the last two things we just want to cover really is just the packages.
All right.
So you have packages which you can create. You can create vouchers, so you can do like 10% off, 50% off, which you can create a code. You have a builder feature, so we will create a package for you which includes a program, so you don't have to do anything, so you can just sell our ones if you wanted to.
Cool.
But I think the packages is that, I mean, if I just go through and hit create package, you can see here it's very easy to do. You can do credit package, so yes, you can put your name, description, long description, promotional videos. This is where you can start assigning things to the package, so if you want to assign a program. So let's say, for instance, like you said earlier, you wanted everyone to start on the same date. We then go, right, 4-week male muscle. I want this to start on the 30th of November. I then put, I want to remove the workouts once it's finished. So now that anyone that buys this from me will now start it on the 30th of November. I can then put them into a client group. So I can be like, right, these are my 8, so it's because it's starting on the 30th of November, that'll go into December. That's going to be my 8-week December course. So anyone that buys this package will automatically filter into the client group, which is amazing for management wise.
Wow.
So
that's incredible.
Yeah. So the next bit is availability. So public means that anyone in the world can buy this from you, and we'll give you a share link for that, so you can put on your social media. When's this package available from? So I might want it to be available from now, but because it's the 30th of November, I might want to put the last date, right? So you can only buy this until the 29th. So
I see.
Once the 29th comes on the 30th, this package is then removed. So this is great for challenges.
Very cool.
I can invite clients, so I can, if I click the clients, I can pick a client group, and then it will send to all the clients, and it'll say buy this package.
Yeah.
So that's another reason of probably having a client group, because you can just send.
So if you've got people already on your system, you can automatically add them.
Well, I think that's kind of the thing with expansion as well. So I might create another group. So now I can be like, right, so let's say this is on from this package I've already created. I could then go, right, invite clients all from the 8-week December. So anyone that's bought this, I now want them to buy the new one that I've just made. So this will send an email to everyone saying, hey everyone, this is following the package you've already done. So it's just upsell. The more clients you have on the database, the easier it's going to be to get more clients on there.
I can sort of see how my PT Hub would contribute significantly towards people doubling their business, as you said previously. Because that's the sort of thing, if you're doing that manually, like it makes, from a business point of view and a sales marketing point of view, it makes sense to upsell, and people might think like, yeah, I should probably try and upsell, but when they look at the fact they've got like 100 clients or 50 clients or 30 clients, I think, I don't necessarily really want to sit here and message everyone and try and convince people to sign up. But doing this, you can send out one email, like a few clicks of a button, and it's all gone out to everyone, and people can sign themselves up at that point.
Yeah, exactly that. And I think the whole thing is everyone's got their business.
Yeah.
I don't know, well, I probably do, but I mean, every trainer runs their business completely differently, and you've just got to work out a way that's going to be best for you. And I think the features that you have here and going on to pricing, you can set up recurring payments, you can do set period of time, you can put credits in here, you can put unlimited credits in here. So you've just got so many options of how it is that you can do it.
Yep.
It's just kind of working out what's going to be best for you.
Cool.
And having a play around. And that just takes you into the financials. Because it's the My PT Hub packages area is powered by Stripe, so one of the most trusted
familiar with
payment
Stripe.
providers in the world. And it just pulls through all this information, so you can see the analytics, you can see billing invoices, you can create receipts as well if someone's paying you cash or something. So that's a better way of doing it. So it's just a case of keeping everything on one platform.
Cool.
So
it really is everything at that point then, isn't it? It's the managing the clients themselves and the workouts and the nutrition, but also the messages and the payments and receipts and people paying you in cash and all that sort of stuff. It really is quite an all-inclusive software.
And like a tip I'll say for anyone, as I won't go into too much detail, but if you add from a trainer's perspective, if you add yourself as a client, rather than having to keep logging out and logging back into accounts, you might train yourself, you might want to follow a plan that you've created, you can literally switch between the two. So I can go switch between my trainer and my customer account. Yeah. So I don't have to keep switching over. Just add yourself with the same email address, you'll have this option. You can do this off on both the app and also the web browser. So that's something definitely worth checking out.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I mean, that's kind of like a very basic overview.
I feel like that sums up everything.
There's a
lot in there.
I would definitely recommend having a play around with the software, kind of seeing how it's going to be for you. And if anyone ever needs any further help with anything, like we're here, and we can help out with whatever it is that we need every day.
Is there a free trial that people can sign up to?
Yeah. So from our website, you can start the 30-day free trial.
Okay.
No card details are taken, so if you think it's not for you or it's not going to work for you at the end of 30 days, don't worry, we're not going to take your money or anything like that. We'll just keep going through like that. And then you can upgrade in any time within that period, but if it doesn't work for you, then it would simply just downgrade, but you can do that through our website.
Incredible. That's really, really cool. Thank you so much
You're more than welcome.
For taking us through that. I think what we'll do is we'll leave links and everything below for people to
swipe
up. I don't know if it's going to be a swipe up or just click the link below or whatever it might be. There'll be links available for people to click on and create a free trial. I think that's hugely valuable. Cool. Obviously, prior to this, I did know a certain amount about the software. I've been working with you guys for a while, but even just in that, there was things that I learned that I didn't know about before.
That's cool.
Now in conversations that I'm having with our clients,
I can help a lot more.
Things. Or what I'll do is I'll just send them a link to this.
Just send a link. It's good. I can't bother to explain that again.
Yeah, absolutely. Really cool. Thank you so much.
No, you're more than welcome.
Thank you so much. Let's leave that there, and we will put this on the internet for everyone.
Lovely. Thank you very much, guys.
Cool. Thank you so much.